Well, hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Tej, and today's video is inspired by greats like Peter McKinnon and their What's in My Camera Bag. Today we're gonna look at what is in my tackle bag, or better yet, what I take with me when I'm fishing in my kayak or fishing a tournament as a co-angler. Real quick, I do want to take a second to thank today's video sponsor, and that's Southern Studios. Southern Studios provides professional photography, videography, and drone coverage everywhere near the low country here in South Carolina. Southern Studios is actually shooting this video for us today, so if you like what you see, head to those links down below and hire them for your next event. We'll actually just start with my rods. Whenever I'm not on the water, I keep them in rod gloves because that's going to protect the tip, it's going to protect the eyes, and it's going to keep my rods from getting tangled up in the truck. My first rod is the Googan Squad Green Series Twitch rod. This is a 6'9" medium moderate. The reel I keep on this is actually an Abu Garcia Pro Max. This is just a kind of a cheaper reel that came on a combo that I had. I had another Shimano that I was going to put on here, but unfortunately it's at the bottom of the river. This is a 7-foot medium heavy fast action rod, and it's called the go-to because it's supposed to be just an all-around rod, and since I'm a co-angler and I can only carry a limited number of rods on the boat with me, I use this more than anything. I keep it paired with a Shimano SLX XT. It's about a $130 reel if you can find them in stock anywhere. And so far, I love how smooth this reel is, very low backlashes. Until I'm ready to dump the money into a DC, I really do love these reels. And lastly, my finesse setup is the Googan Squad Gold Series finesse rod. And I'm just using a Favorite Defender reel that came with the combo that I got a few years ago. I'm still in the market for a good spinning reel. I'm not really as educated on those, so if you have any suggestions, leave those in the comments below and I'll check them out. I keep all my soft plastics in this 6th Sense large bait bag. I've never seen another bait bag on the market that kind of looks or feels like these. Inside, I keep all my soft plastics that I'm going to be using that day, or just my favorite soft plastics that I use more than others. If you want the secret sauce here in South Carolina, it's just the white zoom trick worms. These will catch fish all year round. You'll notice I primarily have this stocked full of Googan baits. I have probably one of every soft plastic that they offer, and so that's mostly what I throw when I'm out on the water. Up next, nice. Hey, up next is something that if you're getting into tournaments and you want to be a co-angler, you're gonna need a weigh-in bag. This is a Gator Grip bag. I got it from Sportsman's Warehouse for I think like 20 bucks. But it's not something that you see other people saying that you need. Basically, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to get your fish out of your boater's live well, put them in one of these weigh-in bags, and take them to weigh in. The boater's not responsible for giving you one. Luckily, week one, my very first tournament, my boater did have an extra one, but make sure you have a weigh-in bag if you're gonna be fishing tournaments as a co-angler. All right, now let's get into what's in the Plano Edge. I've already done a review video on this bag and kind of showed you guys how I got it set up, but I didn't show you what all I keep inside. So let me run that down for you. Here in the front pocket, I keep, first and foremost, my cold tags. Once again, these aren't a requirement, but if you're fishing tournaments as a non-boater, it does help you with getting your fish out of the live well and keeping up with which fish you've put in there. In the front pocket, I also keep a Sharpie. You never know when you're gonna need a Sharpie, especially if you're on a kayak, pocket knife, and a wacky rig tool. I use these front little elastic bands to keep my pliers. If you're fishing, even if it's bass, you never know when you're gonna need a set of pliers. On the back side here, I keep a pair of scissors that will cut braid. I use my fish grips, especially here in South Carolina. You never know when you're gonna get a bowfin or a mudfish, maybe a catfish, something you don't wanna touch. And also I keep a spare spool of monofilament line if I need to tie on a leader. All right, and now for the main compartment is where I keep my Plano Edge 3600 boxes. Up top typically is my terminal tackle box. This is the Googan Squad Bass Mafia Ice Box, the 3600 size. I could probably organize this a little bit better as I get more stuff, but right now I try to just keep my hooks on one side, weights on one side, and then random accessories spread out. I have one box that houses all my jigs, including vibrating jigs like chatterbaits and Googan Squad clickbaits. I'll be honest with you, I'm still learning how to catch fish on jigs. Although they're fun to throw, I'm still trying to figure that out, but I hear they're the best option year round. My next box is my swim baits and crankbaits. I don't throw these a whole lot, although it's still pretty hot outside. Fish are kind of deep. I should probably be throwing these deep diving cranks a little bit more. So next actually is a box that has my spinner baits and buzz baits. This is actually a Plano Edge flex box, which means you can customize the inside however you want. It's not the most ideal setup for spinner baits and buzz baits, but when you're limited on space, this was the best option that I could come up with. And then lastly, the box that I'm most excited about is my topwater box. You'll see it's full of frogs, poppers, even a whopper plopper. We're getting ready to enter the fall transition here in South Carolina, and so topwater is going to be the play for the next couple months. So I'll probably end up replacing one of these boxes with a whole nother box that's nothing but topwater. Honestly, probably 10,000 fish tataki frogs. That's my favorite topwater lure to throw right now. All right, guys, so that is everything in my tackle bag, along with some extra accessories that I take with me, whether I'm on the kayak or fishing as a non-boater in a tournament. If you guys have questions about any of this stuff, definitely ask it in the comments and I'll get back to you, as well as leave some links in the description to Amazon where you can purchase a lot of this stuff. Hey, one more shout out to the sponsor of this video, Southern Studios, for helping me film this video and get all this amazing footage. Definitely check out all of their links in the description as well. Hey, once again, guys, we are on the road to 1K here on YouTube. We got there on Instagram. Now we got to get there on YouTube. So if you would, leave a like on this video. More engagement helps put my videos in front of more people. And if you're seeing my stuff for the very first time, make sure you hit subscribe. Come join this community because we are well on our way to growing this thing. We've got some other exciting projects in the works for you guys, at least in the planning phases, and I can't wait to share all that with you. So I'll see you guys very soon on the next one.